Congressman, thank you so much. I want to read something from the New York Times that talks about kind of the impact of these operations in Charlotte. It starts like this. On Saturday, Charlotte's immigrant hubs were largely deserted as word spread that federal agents were in town. El Salvadoran restaurants were closed. Street vendors who usually sell mangoes on weekends were absent, and residents shared videos of masked Border Patrol agents arriving at small businesses and Home Depots across the city searching for people. It was not immediately clear how many undocumented immigrants had been detained as of early Saturday afternoon, but the reach of the operation, dubbed Charlotte's Web by the agency, appeared to be spreading. Congressman, this is not the first time that we've seen some kind of immigration agency send a chill through these communities. But talk a little bit about that. When you have kind of a vibrant immigrant community in a city or a state. Here in D.C., we had one on 14th Street where right outside the Target and Chipotle, there were always these lovely ladies selling mangoes and things who are part of the fabric of the city. Talk about that fabric getting ripped out.
Well, first, I want to just kind of start with it's about families and it's about people. Most people would look at me and think, oh, you're a member of Congress. You must come from, the elite strata of our country. But my parents are immigrants. 4 of my siblings were born in Mexico. My brother and I were born here. So when I look at these attacks on immigrants, I'm seeing them attack my family, my community. And at the same time, I think about my mother, who is a U.S. citizen. She became naturalized, but she doesn't speak English very well. So when they start attacking basically people who just look Latino, don't speak English very well, or work minimum wage jobs, or that they're going to get attacked, or they're going to get pulled over, or they're going to get thrown to the ground. It shows it's fear across the board, because they're not targeting people based on a criminal record. They're targeting them based on just what they look like. And that's one of the things that has sent that chill. My mom was in Mexico for a few months as she was coming home. I thought about going to Mexico, flying her back in so that she wouldn't be messed with at the border or anywhere on the way to her house in Riverside, because I know that she would be targeted. One of the things we also understand, a lot of Latinos said if they can go first, they said they were going to go after criminals. I don't know any MS-13 gang members working at a small business as a day laborer at a Home Depot or a car wash. And so what they basically are, the fear is if they go after them, they're eventually going to go after the legal permanent residents. Then they're going to go after the naturalized. And then they're going to go after anybody who was born to an undocumented immigrant. So this is a rational response to the attacks on our communities. And what ends up happening, they don't go to the doctor to get their health checked out. So they end up getting worse and end up in an ER. The small businesses close, and then they stop going to work, and they stop going to school. So this actually hurts the entire community, but this is based on fear. And this is, as I said before, this is only going to spread. Charlotte was the latest, but they're going to go to other cities, especially Democratic cities across the country.
That's what we call mission creep, Congressman, in so many different ways. But I feel like anecdotally, when we look at a lot of the reporting and stories about incidents where Border Patrol or ICE agents have backed off, it's been because there have been people who appear to be residents, or at least superficially present like U.S. citizens in the eyes of those agents, that they're filming or causing a ruckus and raising awareness, that the agents then back off. What is your recommendation to your constituents who want to get involved in some way? And secondly, why do you think Home Depot has allowed their parking lots to essentially be open season for ICE enforcement operations?
Well, one of the things is that we do need everybody to kind of show up, make sure that they're filming, because that's one of the things that these ICE agents who are masked don't want to see, and CBP. Let's point it out. A lot of people forget that it was CBP that has been out there, the green vest versus the blue vest. So if they want to kind of distinguish between the two, it makes a difference. And then also try to go to workshops on nonviolent civil disobedience, go to workshops on understanding your own rights as a citizen and as a person to freely assemble and to use free speech, including recording. So they need to know that so that they can stay safe. If not, they're gonna get the ICE agents and those folks try to turn against them. So we want them to do that. And then when it comes to Home Depot, Home Depot, one of the things that we've learned under this Trump administration, that most corporations don't give a damn about working people. If they either cut a deal with the Trump administration for millions of dollars, or they turn a blind eye on what this administration is doing. The way I kind of see it is when we get back power, when we get a unified government at the federal level, people are going to have to make amends for what they're doing at this moment. Either they're going to be held accountable through the law, or they're going to have to make amends through political pressure, or we're going to have to hold them accountable by passing new laws, because it's not accountable. But Home Depot is the latest example of a corporation that just doesn't care and is all about profits.
Congressman Jimmy Gomez, unfortunately, we are all out of time, but please come back and join us some Sunday soon.
Thank you.